Hi, hello, how is it going? The weirdest and most amazing thing just happened to me. I requested a book on NetGalley, like I know I request a lot on NetGalley, but this time I received The Witch and the Vampire. I was just messing around and I actually got it. I got it on audiobook, which I thought was going to be a problem, but I listened to the first chapter and I'm hooked. Let me move you around because I don't like this angle. Okay, so I was saying, I got the audiobook, I listened to the first chapter, and this book is a retelling of Rapunzel, but one of the girls is a witch and the other is a vampire, and they are sapphic.
Let's go, lesbians! Let's go, lesbians! Excuse me, lesbians coming through!
This book is sounded so great, and the execution is going amazing. Like, I'm only on chapter 1, so maybe things will go wrong at some point, but right now I'm pumped. And it's starting out strong. Like, it's starting right in the action. I'm going to talk about it because it's only the first chapter, so it's not spoilers. But on the first chapter, she's already trying to escape her mom that is sucking the magic out of her. Oh, and it's like, oh, tell me more. I'm so excited. And now on the second chapter, we get to see the other girl that I'm thinking is the vampire. Because the first girl that is supposed to be a witch, she has magic, but she's also a vampire. But she was forcefully turned. And in this world, if you are forcefully turned, it means that you can keep the magic that you had, I think, because then her mother is also a vampire, but she turned herself, like she killed someone, and she doesn't have powers anymore, and that's why she sucks the power out of her. I'm hooked. I'm hooked, and I'm only on chapter 1. This better be good. And I also have 2 other books that are coming out this year that this vlog is going to be that, like you probably can see it in the title. But so far, this year is amazing.
Several months later.
This was the first time I was doing a vlog where I was updating regularly, where I was talking all of my thoughts, and my phone died. Like, it completely crashed. The entire screen is black. I don't know what happened to it. Like, I left it for a moment, and when I went back to pick it up, it was like that. I lost all of the videos I had. So the updates won't be coming. So now you have my thoughts a week after I finished the book. And like, a week doesn't seem like long, but my brain has too many thoughts, and a week is a long time. So this book, at the beginning, I was hooked. The first chapter, I already wanted to know more, and I was in love with the protagonist, Ava, the vampire. And then we got to know Kay, the witch. She is a flame witch, which means that with her fire, she kills vampires. And they were best friends, but now, of course, they are going to be enemies. But after Ava escapes her home, she decides to go into the woods, and Kay goes with her. And up until then, I was here for it. I didn't only get the tango vibes, I also got the Hunger Games vibes with this book. These 2 girls go into the woods, and the woods are protected by like something invisible, but it's protected so the vampires live there and they cannot harm humans. And that entire thing, its source is a tree. So there are vampires who are trying to get the tree down, while there are some that are protecting it. There are hunters that are going after vampires, so everyone there is trying to kill each other, and that gave me the Hunger Game vibes. But at some point, I lost interest. Like, Ava was the first one I stopped liking, just because she lacks emotional depth. She grew up hating vampires and fearing them. Their entire society is based on fearing vampires. It's such an ingrained thing. But for some reason, after 2 years of being turned into a vampire, she was completely alone at home. Now she wants to go into the woods and be part of that vampire community, and she thinks vampire can be safe and they are good, and all of these things that I would understand if she had friends that were vampires, like she got to know new people and she understood, like she changed her mind. But she didn't knew anyone, like she was alone at home and she just changed her mind just like that. There is a romance going to happen because this is a sapphic romance book. I didn't like the romance. Like, I don't like Ava, so it makes sense I didn't like the romance. But the fantasy element, that was more interesting. And like, you get vampires, there are different witches. You have flame witch, root witch, different witches. And then there's also problems with the government and the tree and all of these things. I remember when I first finished this book, I was like, I'm not going to read the second book. But now I'm like, maybe I could read it. That is why I had the updates, because I would know now why I didn't want to read the second book, but we'll have to go with this. So I'm going to make sure, this is my word to all of you, that the next books I'm going to read, I'm going to give updates, at least regularly. The time has come for me to read another book, another sapphic new release, and I'm going to be reading Sorry Bro. I'm so excited about this. Like, I have such a good feeling, and it's also a really short story. Like, I'm going to be listening to the audiobook, and it's only 10 hours, which is short in comparison to other books. And I'm really excited. I'm going to start it today, and I will give you more updates once I have more to say. Like, so far, the only steps I've done is download the audiobook so I can listen to it everywhere without needing Wi-Fi. And that's it. Like, I haven't even pressed play on the audiobook. So once I have an update, I will give it to you. But I just felt like making this little introduction because it's been a long while since I filmed a clip for this vlog. Hi, so I decided to DNF this book. It sucks because this vlog is really not going as I was expecting. But I found the main character really annoying. She kept being so mean to the people around her, thinking awful stuff, and also really sexualizing the other girl a lot. And it made me uncomfy. So I decided to DNF it. And then I saw a post on Instagram where this person was explaining how this book is problematic with the Armenian representation. I'm going to link it in the description down below, but that made me want to read it even less. So this book is just at the end. And hopefully the next one I read is actually good, because this blog is not the vibe. I have officially started The Daughters of Isidar. I have only read around 3 hours, like I'm listening to the audiobook, and I'm really liking it. This book is definitely going to be more of the political side of things instead of the sapphic relationship, which is fine. I still like seeing sapphics. This book is about these two women. One of them can control water and the other the earth. The one that can control water is married to a man, and she only agreed because they made a deal. She was going to let him have a mistress that will be the woman that can control the earth, and he will let her go to school to practice how to control water better, because women are not allowed to do things by themselves. So that's how they both meet. But they also have another point of contact, that is a group of women that are fighting for women's rights. They are trying to make it so each woman can defend for themselves, can sign their own papers, can make their own choices. And I like seeing women that are fierce, that are trying their hardest, even though like not all of them are fighting, not all of them are on the streets, being there in body, but a lot of them are also making changes in their own ways, in the ways they feel safe. And I like seeing all of those aspects, how everyone can help from their own place, in different ways. The control of the elements thing is interesting, but so far it's not the main thing. There is one interesting thing, that there used to be a woman that controlled all of the elements.
dare you? Who are you?
No, wait, no! Ah, sorry.
So I'm editing this video right now, but we are just going to pretend like I just finished reading The Daughters of Isidar. So I liked the book, but I found one of the main characters really annoying in a rich type of way. Like she was trying to be the savior so badly, and she was, she just got there and she wants to be the leader and she wants to do everything. And it was so fucking annoying because there were other women there that had been there for a long time and they knew the things that had to be done. They knew the risks, they knew more than her, and she wasn't even paying attention to them. So I hated her. The rest of the book was quite entertaining, but whenever I don't like the main character, like I cannot really like the book because we are in their points of view. So I gave it 3 stars, I'm pretty sure. It was fine. It didn't blow me away. I have a shirt on. I'm not naked. So yeah, I'm still going to post this vlog because I feel like I'm always talking about all the books that I love. I tend to give books pretty easy 4 or 5 stars. So this is like a good example of me not giving books good ratings and just not really enjoying them. I hope this was entertaining for you. It was not the best experience for me, but you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Let me know in the comments down below one of your most anticipated releases of this year, and if you have already read it, what did you think of it? If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again next week.